everyone. Happy long weekend. I hope that you had a great BC day. I wanted to hop on here today. We had a great weekend. I was in Vancouver and got to catch up with my friend Karen, and Ryan was in LA and got to see a really sweet show with Joe Rogan and his friends and a bunch of his buddies, so that was pretty cool. But we are home now for the evening, and I've got to go pack up the car because we leave tomorrow to go camping. I'm really excited because this will be the first time that Izzy gets to go camping, and we'll actually remember it. We're going to take her to a concert at the Gorge, and it'll be her first experience. So I wanted to hop on here today. And I put laughing, like, cry laughing, how to become an overnight success. Because I was just listening to a really great live video by one of my mentors who happens to be speaking at a summit this weekend with Rachel Hollis and himself and a few other rock stars. And he was talking about Rachel Hollis telling her story, and everybody knows her, of course, from Girl Wash Your Face. And she's an incredible speaker in her event Rise, and she's just really, really inspiring. And she brought up, people think that she's an overnight success. And like, how does that feel to be an overnight success, like with your new book and blah, blah, blah. Well, she'd written multiple other books before she was an overnight success. And she also was doing speaking gigs for 15 years before she started gaining any traction. And so often we sit here and we compare ourselves. And I'm the first to admit that I'm like, man, I'm 4 years into a new career. Like, I feel like I should be farther ahead. I should be doing more stuff. I should know more things. How often do you sit at home and say, I wish I was like them? And we compare ourselves to other people, but we don't know their story. And that's so important, same with my coach and my mentor. Like, he's been doing live videos every single day for the last 10 years, whether it was on YouTube or Facebook or whatever. He was doing videos for the last 10 years, and now he's gaining traction in the last couple of years. And the moral of the story is, the lesson is here. Number one, don't compare yourself to anybody else. But number two, there is no overnight success. It's simply not possible. You don't know where people come from. You don't know their background. I was talking to Ryan about it tonight because I'm often very, very hard on myself and think I should be ahead. And when all this was coming out, one of the girls on my team was like, well, you've spoken on Ray's stage. And the first thing I said to myself in my head was, how the heck did I do that? How the heck did I get there? How did I get here? How did this happen in the last few years? But what most people on my team don't know, and what most people don't know behind all the scenes, behind the live videos, behind the overnight success that we've had with our business, it was years and years and years of a few things. Health being a priority in our life. Right? Health and wellness being a massive priority in our life. But number two, I often have people say, oh man, I could never do a live video. You're so great. You're so great on live video. You sound so confident. You sound so concise. You're really great with your words. What many of you don't know is that I started singing lessons when I was 5. I also started piano lessons when I was 5. I started singing competitively, competing against other kids at 7. I started doing musical theater. I was almost always a soloist in our choirs. I was speaking in front of my school. I was valedictorian of my grade 8 class, not my high school class, because I did not even want to be seen in high school. But I was competing and I was singing. I was singing the anthem at hockey games. I was doing all of those things. I don't have a fear of public speaking. I get nervous. I get sweaty. Like, even doing a live video, I get sweaty, but I can override all of that and speak concisely with thought because I've done this for years. I have acted. I have done musical theater. I've done all of these things that led me up until now. And then on top of that all, I was a hairstylist. Being a hairstylist, you learn very quickly how to build relationships with people. You can have a simple conversation with anybody when you're a hairstylist. So I've learned the art of conversation. I've learned how to make people feel good about themselves, how to put people first, how to listen. I've learned all of these skills, including public speaking, including getting rid of any stage fright, including putting my thoughts together on the spot, because I did pageants. I did pageants. I was put in front of panels and did interviews. I had to do impromptu questions in front of an audience of 3,000 people. So you had to prepare for those things. I was in Toastmasters when I was in grade 12. All of this didn't happen overnight. And so often people come into this business and expect the same results, or they expect to have the same results as you, or they're sitting at home comparing themselves. Do they know all of those things about me? Absolutely not. I didn't even remember those things about me today until I watched a live video and started thinking about all the things that I've done in my life to get to where I am right now. And it started when I was 5. It didn't start 3.5 years ago when people started paying attention on Facebook. It had nothing to do with that. Getting up on stage, being somebody that doesn't have that fear or can speak with confidence or sing. I sang in front of 60,000 people when I was 18 at an NFL game. You know, I was first runner-up. I never won, you guys. This also is a really great lesson in failing forward. I never won my local pageant. Somehow they got me to Miss BC because people believed in me. I didn't win at Miss BC. I won I won talent and placed really high in the knowledge exam and on the interviews, but I never won Miss BC. My sponsors flew me to Toronto and I made top 7 in Miss Teen Canada. I didn't make top 3 because I wasn't from Ontario and there's politics involved. I learned so much at such a young age and had to overcome things that kicked me in the ass time and time again. And I still do that. There are still moments when I feel like that. Can I still do this? Can I keep going? And you know what? You may have a good day, a bad day, a good month, a bad month, a good year, a bad year. You may have those things. But when you know that you were made for more, when you have that drive inside of you that you don't want to settle and you want more out of life, and when I sit in silence, and I think I've just been listening to The Big Leap, which is an excellent book, excellent book. And when I sit in silence and I think, I want to fulfill my purpose and I want to do more, I think about public speaking. I think about influencing the masses and helping people create confidence in their own lives and feeling empowered and becoming more. It doesn't matter what your background is. I love coaching people. I love making people feel good. And I love seeing that light bulb go on and them recognize that they have a seat at the table and that they're worthy of this too. And that's something that I'm not willing to ever stop fighting for. So when you see other people out there that you are comparing yourself to and you don't know their background, you don't know what they've done to get to where they are, stop comparing and do the work. Now, that happens at many different levels. I'm at that level right now. Stop comparing and go out there, get better, do the work. Do the things that scare you. Write a book. Do public speaking. Get involved with people who you admire and think, wow, look at their life. Look what they've accomplished. How can I do that? Get in front of them and ask questions, because your life will instantly change when you start leveling up and putting yourself in front of people that treat you like you have a seat at the table, but also encourage you to explore your purpose and fight for it. So I hope that makes sense. There's no such thing as an overnight success. If you're somebody that is looking to grow, learn, take the next step in your life, build a big business, do something incredible. Maybe you're somebody that's sick and tired of where you are and you're ready for a change. Reach out. It's worth having conversations with people. If anything I'm saying is resonating with you, maybe you want to start an online business. Maybe you want to get into health and wellness. Maybe you're not sure what the next step is. It doesn't cost you a thing to ask questions. I highly recommend you start getting in front of people that you want to be like or people that inspire you and ask questions and get out there and do the work. Read the books. Become educated. Become wise with wisdom from people that have gone before you. And I'm telling you, your life will change. It is going to take you longer than you think. It's going to take you longer than you think. And you're going to have to do more than you think you have to do. But as soon as you have a sense of entitlement and think, why aren't I there? Or you start talking negatively about other people that are where you want to be, we've lost you. We've lost you because you're not focusing on who you need to become to be amazing. You're focusing on what other people have that you do not. So start where you are now. Seek the truth. Seek your purpose and give it everything that you have. Get up even on the days that you don't feel like doing it. Do the things you don't want to do. Do the things that scare the crap out of you. And I'm telling you, doors will open and everything will start to make sense. Okay, hope you guys have an amazing evening. If you have any questions, if you're looking for guidance, if you just want to have a simple conversation, reach out and let's talk, because I know that if I didn't start asking questions and seeking answers, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I never saw my life going like this. I never thought that I would be the person that would be standing on stage. I never thought that I would be the person that would be inspiring thousands of people to make a difference and change their lives and help other people change their lives. It's a massive ripple effect when you decide to step into your purpose. So don't leave that on the table, okay? Have a great evening, you guys. Happy long weekend. We'll see you soon. Bye.